Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Battling in front. Bulldogs taking a couple looks at it. Pass back, Ben. First shot finds its way through.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Good evening and welcome out to Adrian College, the Arrington Ice Arena, the site for this NCAA Slaats Cup quarterfinal game number 2, featuring the top seed, the Crunch Naval Cup winners, Adrian College, and the 8th seeded Trine University Thunder. I feel like we are on repeat up here in the booth. This will be the 4th consecutive game between these two schools, not too far away, so travel not an issue. My name is Ian Wendt, up in the booth with Jack Whitehead, helping me out tonight. The rest of our crew, Dakota Clift, Remy Gilniak, Tate Wise, Josiah Durrell, and Josh Mitchell. Well, Jack, as I said, familiar foes not only play each other to end the regular season, but here we are in the postseason once again.
Yeah, so 4th time in a row, like you said, 5th overall. It's really been dominated by the Bulldogs. Trine gave them a good test there on New Year's Eve. Bulldogs ultimately coming away with a 6-4 win. But ever since that game, it's kind of been all Bulldogs, and last night proved to be kind of the same thing we've seen all year. Bulldogs coming out on top by a score of 9-0. It was 7-0 about midway through the second period before the Bulldogs let off the gas. So really for Trine, I need to see some desperation tonight. They got to play. It could be their last game very easily. The Bulldogs really just kind of play the same way as they've been going and see what we have in store.
Yeah, you said it. And talking about a quick start yesterday, Riley Johnson scores just over 20 seconds into the game. She scores 2 in the first period. Paige Pomerleau nets 2 in the second period. But it has been quick starts for the Bulldogs. Last Friday, I was with the team in Angola. Emma Simon scored just over 30 seconds into that game. So I don't know if they can be any quicker of a start than that tonight as they go for win number 2 on the weekend. The interesting setup for these NCAA quarterfinals, it's a 2-game series plus a minigame if you needed. that extra help. Bulldogs hoping to not need that as we look at the results from yesterday on both the men's and women's side. The top seeds hold serve. We had Adrian winning 9-0 here yesterday. Concordia, Wisconsin gets past Aurora 3-2. St. Norbert College defends home ice. They win 2-0. And Lake Forest over Marion. That was a 3-2 final. So other than the 8 versus 1, the other 3 matchups, Jack, are quite competitive.
Yeah, and we just saw, actually, just went final. St. Norbert defeated MSOE once again today by a score of 4-0, so they're through. We kind of expected that. The Slaats Cup, the women's side of things, it's really been the 3 teams at the top, Adrian, Concordia, and St. Norbert. That's why that 1 seed is so important, so you don't have to face one of those other 2 teams in the semifinals and get your sort of an easier path, if you will, towards the finals. And then on the men's side of things, we saw Trine. They actually just took down Marion University in overtime, so they hold serve there. On the men's side of things, they're through. Obviously, we saw the Bulldogs really show their strength there. On the men's side of things, though, man, oh man, is it tough in that top 4. Seen Aurora obviously trip up the Bulldogs a few times this year. More than likely going to get that matchup in the semifinals, and then obviously St. Norbert and Trine. So it's going to be a fun one next weekend for sure. Obviously, all the games here at the Arrington Ice Arena will be on the call for all of them. Other than that, the Bulldogs, the women's side of things, more than likely Marion or Lake Forest, whoever it is, Bulldogs should be heavily satisfied with their draw there, and we'll see how it goes. Playoff hockey really hits different, so you really just never know.
Yeah, that's why you play the game, right? On paper, it is what it is, but you got to put it out on the ice. Bulldogs looking to skate to victory here tonight and move it along. And yesterday, the vocal cords got to work out. Shots attempted, 95 for Adrian, 22 for Trine. 51 ended up going on goal, and 9 of them went in. An impressive showing from one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, Claire Schmaltz in net for Trine, allowed 7 there on 27 shots. She will start again today. A little bit of a surprise, in my opinion. You had Abby Hargrave Thomas come in, only allowed 2 in that latter half of the second and the third period. But Trine going back to their starter in Schmaltz, and like you said, 7-0 about midway through that second period. And as you can see by the stats on your screen, Bulldogs only facing 10 shots on goal. Of course, the Bulldogs had all 3 goalies touch the ice at one point. Kira Stack was the starter. She is again once here today. We'll see if the other goalies get on. But the face-offs one is a little bit of a surprising thing. Trine really dominating the Bulldogs in that area, and then block shots, obviously. The team that has faced 95 shot attempts will more than likely get more blocks than the team that shoots it 22 times. Like I said earlier, it's kind of desperation time for Trine. They're going to need to play fast. They're going to need to play well, obviously. They're going to have to try to get on the board first and really put some pressure on this Bulldog team.
Yeah, and they would be making history if they force a mini game. It'd be the first ever win for Trine against Adrian on the women's side. Unblemished are the Bulldogs in 30 attempts. Flexing their muscle last night. I know you didn't like that I said that, but it is what it is. It's on AdrianBulldogs.com. It's public knowledge.
Yeah, for sure. Bulldogs, yeah, really flexing their muscle there. Like you said, 9-0. Some other scores earlier in the year, like they've just been flexing really all season long, and this is why you play the games, though. You just try and puts together a nice solid 60 minutes of play. Claire Schmaltz makes some big saves at times. You really just never know.
You never know. I had a chance to talk with, I say second year, but it's a second year back on the bench for Adrian College, Chad Davis. Literally talked to him like 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. Little pregame talk about the victory last night. Looking forward to this evening's matchup. We'll be back in 30 seconds to the Arrington Ice Arena. This is Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Right on Adrian College Sports Network. right here on the Adrian College Sports Network. NCAA Women's Hockey, Game 2 of the quarterfinals, Slaats Cup tournament here at the AIA. Standing alongside head coach Chad Davis, I am Ian Wendt. Pretty impressive last night, Coach. 9-0 victory, a couple of 2-goal performances, and a 3-goalie shutout to get the job done. Overall thoughts from yesterday?
Yeah, it was, hey, good start, right? Like, it looked a lot like the previous Friday as you get into the first 30 seconds. We get one.
Quicker than last week.
Quicker, okay.
Yeah.
But then, you know, it took us a minute because Trine kept going. I think big picture, like, by committee, 3 goalies get in. Everyone got in off the bench by end of the game, and we played the right way. That really gets the morale going, right? And that's what we're going to need tonight is Trine's not going to make it easy, and we got to be ready to go.
Riley Johnson, 2 goals in the first period, hunting for the third the rest of the game. Paige Parmelo had a great scoring second period. I don't know if Courtney Venn stole Paige's 3rd goal. I don't know if you saw it from the bench or not when Court tapped it in, but those 2 were great.
Yeah, those names, those are our big hitters, and we need them to be all playoffs. The interesting thing, like Paige is on the blue line, and Riley Johnson still finds a way to connect with her. So she's hitting her as a trailer, and Court's getting around the net. And when they're feeling good, our team's playing well, and we look for them to put the puck in the back of the net tonight.
Parmelo playing defense. Another player transferred in as a defenseman, Annalise Klein. First time I've seen her play defense. Just kind of mixing up that blue line a little bit more, Coach.
Yeah, you know, it gave us an opportunity to get Klein some reps on the blue line. You never know in these playoffs with injuries or things happen in a game. Get her acclimated in case we need. Also, it kind of gave me another slot for a forward to get some minutes. So it worked out really well. She did a good job. So should be a forward this game, but just taking a look at some different things, and we had the opportunity.
All right, Coach, it's always hard to end somebody's season. It would mean beating Trine 4 games in a row. What's going to take tonight?
It's going to take the same effort. Like, they know what's on the line, so do we. Just got to come off to a quick start, make sure we're not complacent. We said it last night, the scoreboard 0-0 again, and here we go. So we're looking for a quick start tonight and jump on it and be disciplined and see what we can do.
All right, Coach, as always.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome out to Adrian College, Arrington Ice Arena for the site of the Slaats Cup quarterfinal, game number 2, Adrian College and Trine University. Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead up in the booth with you, our directors, Josiah Durrell and Josh Mitchell, bringing you this broadcast as we look at the Trine University starting 5 plus the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Trine, really you see right there, Stevenson Bieniek and Strom up front. And then, like I said, Claire Schmidt right back in net. I like the coach's confidence in her. She allowed 7 on 27 shots early in this one, but going right back to where they believe she can have the answer. You can see right there the men's lineup. Saw that a
missed
bit
it
earlier.
this afternoon, yeah.
But for the Bulldogs, up front, it's going to be that top line of Ben, Simon, Johnson, McCullough, and Pomerleau on the back front, and then Nikira Stack once again in net.
All right, here we go. Opening moments of this one. Ben throws one toward the goal, deflected off the crossbar by Riley Johnson. Here goes Simon. She'll shoot it wide, a bid to score quicker than they did last night. Just 20 seconds now into this hockey game. Simon along the near side boards. Emma over to Courtney Ben. Ben moves to the middle. Ben waiting. She'll shoot far side. Blocked down by Schmaltz. To the blue line for Sophia Lacola getting the start. Ben now behind the Thunder goal. Opening moments of our first period. Thunder to their own blue line. Protect the puck there. Reverse it out and try to leave the zone. Adrian College makes a change on the move. Thunder have iced it, opening 56 seconds.
The Bulldogs really going up front big there. Their top 4 point getters all starting in this one. Another good offensive shift. Like you said, they were trying to beat their previous best against Trine, scoring there early. Another good offensive zone shift.
We'll get Hunter Reardon on the draw for the Bulldogs. Annalise Klein up the wall. It's intercepted. Thunder moving up ice. 18 Cassie Bidlow. Double team there by Klein and defenseman Parker Byer, the sophomore. Playing in her somewhat freshman campaign, injured much of last year. She's been a bright spot. Double twos in white. Dogs work it into the Thunder zone. Schmaltz left it there. Up the ice goes Faith Jordan. 2 Bulldogs, 2 Thunder on that half wall. Trine gets it free. Back forward is Adrian's Julia Richardson. She's bumped off the puck. That's Byer, though, to back her up off the feet of Klein. This puck does not have enough momentum for an icing. Bulldogs can change on the go.
Hey, you mentioned Parker Byer. She's got 17 assists, leading the Bulldogs in the back end. A huge bright spot, like you said, to get contributions up and down the lineup.
Multiple 20-plus point seasons for these Bulldogs. They are paced by Riley Johnson. Quest for 50 on the season. Lead pass there from Ava Mataliano over to Maddie Lowe, one of the freshman standouts for this relatively young Bulldog roster. Lost a ton from last year. They've gelled nicely. They had a very difficult opening season schedule as Carly Carpenter drops it off to Mataliano, one of those newcomers via transfer for Coach Chad Davis, assistant coach Hannah McGowan. Pomerleau playing defense tonight. Centering pass, read nicely by Trine to shoot that down. Thunder near Kira Stack in goal. Just one shot on goal officially for the Bulldogs. We're scoreless, approaching 3 minutes gone by in the period. AC bounces it out to center. Bulldogs 9-0 winners last night. Looking to win and advance. They will host the semifinal. Lowest remaining seed. And if the teams that won yesterday win today, that would be Lake Forest coming to town. Here's Johnson in the offensive zone, leaves it back for Ben. Ben will shoot. She finds it. A goal for Adrian College. Courtney Ben, post and in.
It's the top line once again for the Bulldogs. Johnson finds Ben right in the slot. Just an errant giveaway right here in the back end by Lambers, and then centering pass as she's falling down. Courtney Ben picks that right over top of the blocker, and now she has 22 goals. A little bit of friendly competition there between her and Johnson as they're now tied up. Johnson, like you said, one point closer to 50. She's got 49 on the year.
Ben made no mistake about that one. Coach has said multiple times, a professional hockey shot for number 27 in white. They're back on the ice now. Here's Emma Simon. She's put together some nice assist numbers. A long shot by Richardson, looking for Ben on the redirect. Puck along the blue line, kept in by Byer. Fighting against two Thunder players at that blue paint. Advantage Trine that time. Able to move it up is Emmeline Stevenson. This puck quickly, though, into the corner for Showtime. Off the wall on the far side, here's Simon on the move. Simon will shoot and a save before Schmaltz. 15:55 left in the first period.
I like the Showtime right there for Riley Johnson. Doing some research before the game yesterday, and Johnson came in tied for 5th in the nation in goals and tied for 4th in points, I believe, with her 5 yesterday and 1 here today. She will move into that 2nd spot in the nation. Just a heck of a transfer in a couple of years ago, and she's been all the Bulldogs could have asked for.
Young defenseman Kaylee Simon, sister of Emma Simon. Deep into the Thunder end. This one's high off the glass towards center. Jumps over the stick of freshman Claire Castle. Back for the sophomore Simon. Back for Castle. Right-handed shot. Up ice to Liz Sturgeon, who found herself in the scoring column last night. Sturgeon goes for the glove, and she finds it. Yeah, Schmaltz just stuck that out there, and a nice, easy save for the Thunder keeper.
Yeah, she's made a few nice, easy saves. You see the Courtney Ben, really nothing she could do at the hash marks, nobody out front. Like to see the Bulldogs depth scoring get more involved like they were yesterday. When you get in these national quarterfinal games and really in the Slaats Cup finals, you're going to need that depth scoring.
Thunder take the advantage off the faceoff, puck into the Bulldog end, but that's it. Showed those numbers from last night, Jack. The faceoffs were interesting because you are the home team, you get the last change. You'd think you'd get every sort of advantage, but Trine with the slight edge in that faceoff dot.
Yeah, sort of the same thing as we go forward in this one. Already 4-1 in favor of Trine. Something interesting, sort of a lost deal in hockey. Winning the faceoff, you get possession right away. It's really such a possession game. It's kind of crazy that Trine has really dominated the Bulldogs for now a whole game and a couple minutes in the second.
Pomerleau gets the first one blocked as she was flying in the zone. Bulldogs setting up some offense. Parker Byer lets it go. No one in front. Easy stop for Schmaltz. Ben, the goal scorer tonight. Off the bench is Richardson. She took a shot. It was blocked by the Thunder defenseman Hannah Lambers. Said her name a lot yesterday. Thunder defended for most of that hockey game, facing almost 100 shots from Bulldog sticks. Richardson will send one toward the goal, trying for a Ben deflection. Schmaltz with the save. Bounding puck out to center. Richardson, another Bulldog transfer. Ben in the Thunder end. Goes for Johnson. She gets her stick tied up. Thunder can advance it out further. Riley White doing work there for the visitors from Angola. Schmaltz paddles that calmly into the corner. Aaliyah Bennick had some issue with it. Bulldogs make a line change as they apply some pressure on the Thunder. Trine turns it over at center ice. It's Claire Castle again. Now here's Hunter Reardon. And a nice assist on a tip shot by her yesterday. Like to find herself in the score sheet. That could be some scoring depth that this team gets as Hunter Reardon finding the back of the net. Play moving along at neutral ice off the stick of Sturgeon. Trine has it at their own blue line. Sturgeon, though, taking it away. Reardon going to the front. Shot from a weird angle. Schmaltz for the save. Nearly spoke that into existence with Hunter Reardon right near the blue paint.
Yeah, that second line of Sturgeon, Reardon, and Klein. We've seen Klein and Sturgeon on the back end at times this year, but that is sort of the depth scoring that I'm looking for. And really the third line, you have Maddie Lowe, Carly Carpenter, and Ava Mataliano. That's another big line that could get going for the Bulldogs.
Here is Carpenter in a little wrestling match at the dot. Picked up Mataliano, puts it out toward the front. The puck is loose. Oh, was still loose. Schmaltz tried to cover. They blow the whistle dead. May have been poked out by a Bulldog stick as we have a whistle with 12:40 to go in the period.
Yeah, this is a good line for the Bulldogs, a big, powerful unit. Maddie Lowe, the freshman, really reminds me in a way of Courtney Ben. She has that lethal shot as well. She's had a heck of a year as well. 8 goals 10 assists. Bulldogs look set here for the future.
A couple weeks ago, got an honor from the NCAA for her efforts. Player of the week. Here's a Bulldog turnover in front, but Mataliano erases any opportunity for the Thunder forward, Cassie Biblo. 12-12 now left in our first period. Shots on goal, 8-1. Adrian, the score is 1-0 Bulldogs. Thanks to Courtney Ben. Here's Maddie Lowe. Right side over the blue line. Her shot blocked off a leg. Into the corner they go, and even 12 left in the first period. Mataliano off the boards up to Richardson. Richardson drops it there. Mataliano skates back to the blue line. She does keep it in. Here's Pomerleau. Page, she'll shoot and score! What a shot from Pomerleau. Below the dot, it's 2-0 Bulldogs.
I mean, what a shot it is. Below the circle. Picks that top corner. Really right where the bar and the post meet.
It's the wide side too, right?
It is. It's a perfect shot. Trine University goaltenders aren't very big. Claire Schmaltz comes in at 5'4", but still to get that much power and elevation, it's just a pure goal scorer's goal. We've seen Pomerleau up and down the lineup, forward and defense, but we know she can shoot and she could score. Now she's up to 21 goals and up to almost 40 points.
I was going to say, Pomerleau is hot, but she's been doing that all season. A couple goals yesterday. I think possibly the goal of the weekend in that second period of Adrian's win last night. It was an opportunity maybe for Trine. They've just had trouble setting up any kind of offense if they do gain the Bulldog blue line, and the same is true right here as Riley Johnson takes it away, brings it over the Thunder line. Back across, deflected by Simon. Ben going for that rebound, but Schmaltz gets it instead, and the play is halted by a whistle.
Not sure if Johnson was trying to go that stretch pass back door to Ben, and Simon just deflected that one on net. Schmaltz had to be ready. You dust up after the whistle. We know Johnson is not afraid to get in the dirty areas, cause a few penalties, pushes and scrums in front of the net. You see it again there.
And with that, I must say, no stranger to the penalty box either, as a result of some of those. Thunder win on that faceoff. Beineck wins it over Klein. Interesting yesterday for 88 white Annalise Klein. She transferred in as a defenseman, played forward most all season. Saw her on defense a little bit last night. So you heard from Coach Davis in that pregame interview talking about that. You never know when you'll need to make a change. Here's Kaylee Simon through center, off the wall on the right side. Into the left side corner. Sturgeon pursues. Klein there too. She has it behind the Thunder goal. Pomerleau and Ben make it 2-0 Bulldogs. Here's an attempt off a couple of sticks in front. Over to the near side corner this goes. It bounces off the wall. And Bulldogs need to go back and play it. Kira Stack comes out of her crease. Last night, all three Bulldog goalies that were dressed got in the game. It was Stack, Aaron Judge, and Vanessa Rubin. Simon wraps it off the wall again. She goes for a line change on the fly. The Mataliano line right back out there for Coach Davis, along with Lowe and Carpenter. Carly with speed behind the Thunder goal. Down deep below that line. Lowe intercepts it there. Feather to pass off the wall. A bouncing puck for Byer. Calms it down. Here's Richardson. Back to Byer. She'll fire. Bouncing around in front. Carpenter vying for it, but the Thunder, to use a basketball term, box out well and get that puck over to the wall. Stretch pass out to center for Trine. Sydney Streb plays it further into the Bulldog end, but she did not do it legally. It's an icing with 9:17 to go in a 2-0 first period.
Yeah, she was about a half a step away from the red line. Just one of those little mistakes that really can't happen, especially when the Bulldogs have this stacked lineup. Here they really hop over the boards after every icing when the defense is tired. They will line up Johnson once again with Ben right behind her.
Now they'll, they were going to switch places. This gave Johnson a warning. They didn't throw her out. She wins the face-off to Courtney. Back to Paige Pomerleau. Over to Lacola. Paige, it went off her stick. She's got to go back and play it, but she is harassed by a couple of Thunder players. That time Streb. Streb on the backhand below the goal line. Lacola there for Adrian. Thunder player goes down the puck, squirting toward Stack. She'll stop it. And a whistle with just under 9 minutes left in the opening period. Adrian comes into this game with a very impressive record, not only overall but in the conference. They win the regular season championship 17-1. The one blemish at Concordia, Wisconsin, part of their 2 games split. Dogs win that face-off. Good work by Carpenter, but a chance for the Thunder on the steal. They threw it out front. No friendly stick there. Teams go back and forth. A little shoulder there by Carpenter. Thunder into the slot. Deflected just wide. Most zone time for Trine this game, and they're going to see it go away here. 8.5 to go in the period. Hannah Lamber's back for the Thunder. Couple nice little set plays there for Trine.
Yeah, Trine, they just need to get pucks towards the net. Could be a tough game for the Bulldog goaltender here. Stack, she's just really not feeling the puck early. Only 1 shot on goal, and that was within the first 2 minutes.
Simon back for Castle. Here's Carpenter at the dot. Carly will put it toward a bunch of sticks and skates. It hits one of the skates, never went through. Carpenter finds herself with it again. Carly back to the blue line. Here's Kaylee Simon. Simon puts it off a Thunder skate toward the near side half wall. Claire Castle on it there for the Bulldogs. Opposite side now they go. Claire, a freshman from West Bloomfield, Michigan. She heads over to the bench. Italiano had it at the Thunder blue line, dumped it in, so go for a line change. Talked about the Bulldogs record, 21-5, 17-0 in the conference. Unblemished here at the AIA. Their opponent, Thunder, 7-17-2 overall, 3-14 in the conference, 2-9 away from the Thunder Ice Arena. Hunter Reardon on the move through center, protects the puck on the backhand. Nice moves there by 26 in white. Reardon trying to find space. There's Byer on the blue line. She'll shoot it off a Thunder skate. Richardson tries another shot. Kind of a replay of yesterday. A ton of Bulldog shots and a lot of Thunder blocks. Spinning around is 25, Riley White. Down the ice they go. Arm was up, but they wave off the icing. So Adrian has to work it. They turn it over at the blue line. Down goes a Thunder player looking for a potential penalty. I've had none so far in this one. 6.5 to go in the first period. Courtney Ben got us going. She's right there on it this time for the Bulldogs. Slaps it down. Paige Pomerleau the other one. So they continue their solid weekend. Here's Paige pinching down. Sends the puck into the corner more for Emma Simon. This might be weird to say, Jack, but maybe that secondary scoring in terms of goals is going to be from 23. She's had a ton of assists this year. Hasn't seen as much scoring as she'd probably like in terms of goals. Here's a shot from distance and a rebound chance for Johnson. She's on it again. Tough keep in there by Pomerleau, but Paige does it soccer style. Ben from along the wall. It's off a stick. And to the opposite corner they go. Johnson turned it over. Down below the goal line go the Thunder. Trying to break this Adrian College pressure. Here's a turnover. Ben shoots. She sent it high. And back up the center it goes.
Just some of those turnovers you really can't make. Courtney Ben with probably the best shot on the team, I think everyone can agree on. Turn it over right to her at the top of the circle. Just missed that over top of the net. But yet you were talking about depth scoring. We got 3 Bulldogs that have over 20 goals now, with Pomerleau's 21st. And then you have Maddie Lowe at 10, and then everyone else sort of in that 5 to 8 range. Bulldogs have scored with the best of them in NCAA hockey. Just seeing a few of those, the second and third lines, if they can support any really zone time or any points, that just gives the Bulldogs that much more of an advantage.
Bouncing puck, gloved down dangerously by Julia Richardson. Parker Byer on it, puts it back into her own defensive corner. Taking it there is Courtney Ben, high off the glass. extended shift here for 27 as Riley Johnson goes to the bench for a line change. Carpenter line out there for the Dogs. 4.5 to go in our first period. 2-0 Adrian College. Thanks to Courtney Ben and Paige Pomerlow. Maddie Lowe there for Castle. Now it's Simon. Kaylee on the backhand. Up the ice to Hannah Markovic. Gains the Thunder zone. Puts on the brakes. Looks up. Directs a pass to the blue line for Castle. Simon shoots. Blocked down in front. 4 bodies in front of the Thunder keeper, Claire Schmaltz, and that's a misplay near the blue line. Castle must retreat. Bulldogs in the middle of a change. Don't want to get 6 on the ice as Klein is right there. Simon springs Markovic. Klein cutting to the net. Markovic puts on the brakes. She has to complete a line change. Klein has it, half wall far side. Annalise looking for Reardon. She gets bumped off the puck. 3:33 to play in the first period. Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead with you on the Adrian College Sports Network, NCAA Women's Hockey. All of you watching say, I know, I see it. Well, there's some of you just listening. Here's a shot just wide of Kira Stack. Chance there for Trine's 11, Chloe Downey. She's given them some really good production this season as we have a whistle to stop play as the door opened up just inside the Thunder blue line. Player health and safety of utmost importance here. I don't think I've seen that door pop open during play before.
I don't think I have either. Where the Thunder come out for warm-ups. It's weird, but yeah, like you were saying, Chloe Downey is the leading scorer on this Trine team by quite a bit. 9 goals, 5 assists on the year, 14 points. Really just looking for any kind of production up and down the lineup to really get back into this one. Still only a 2-goal game with how much the Bulldogs have dominated time of possession and shots. Could definitely be a lot more.
Play in the Thunder end. Riley Johnson out there with Emma Simon and Allie Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt, one of the few seniors on this Bulldog squad, celebrated senior day. We got the arm up. This will be a Thunder penalty. Kira Stack sprinting to the bench, getting the extra skater out there. Try to take advantage before Trine touches up. The penalty arm is up for cross-check. So this one goes off the wall near side. Courtney Ben, and a touch-up by Trine's Callie Graham will send the Bulldogs to their first power play of the night. 2:19 left in the first. We'll see the penalty, I believe, right here.
Yeah, it looked like, I believe it was number 25, Riley White, just went right through the back of Pomerlow. You can finally catch it kind of right there at the blue line. I don't think there was much need for that. Another costly penalty, and the Bulldogs send out this 5-forward look on the power play with 2:19 to go.
Power play then has been humming all season for these Bulldogs. Here's a shot blocked in front. Loose puck outside the blue paint. Johnson takes a tumble and the Thunder clear it down. Dogs right back on it. As you mentioned, basically a 5-forward power play as we got an offside here on Pomerlow. I mean, I'm just going to call Paige a hockey player. She's positionless. She is the NBA on skates. She can just play anywhere. Penalty kill, power play, defense forward. Wherever you need, coach, that's where she'll play.
And she's good at all of them. It's not like she is a role player on this team, one of the better players on this Bulldog team. She can play anywhere. Looks like she's more or less playing forward on the penalty, or on the power play. You really have Johnson and Ben lining up at the point. Obviously, Ben has that wicked shot, and then Johnson really just does everything, sets people up.
Here's Ben right in the middle of that power play. Skates to the left side. Ben looking for 2, and it's blocked away. 42 seconds into this power play. Adrian turns it over at the left side circle. Chance here for Trine's Chloe Downey, shorthanded. Defended with the stick of Riley Johnson. Bouncing around the back of the cage. Too far for Ben. This gives Weineck a chance for Trine to kill more penalty time. They've done half of it so far. Pomerlow trying that touch pass. Not on the same page as Italiano. Thunder possess into the Bulldog zone. Wrap it around the wall. 45 seconds remain in the power play. And a 2-0 hockey game. Final minute of our period. Thank you, Dave Van Giesen, for letting us know. He's done that thousands of times here at the AIA. His long career doing public address here. Here's Johnson with 25 on the power play. Little toe drag, shot just wide. Ice level for that attempt for Johnson. Parker Beyer backhands it up. Maddie Lowe there as well. Bulldogs can't keep the zone. Emma Simon with Adrian offside. Must retreat, and they did not. They'll blow the whistle for the extended offside warning with 8 seconds to go. And on the power play, and kind of odd that this is maybe the least sharp the Bulldogs have looked in the first period, and it's been on the power play.
The Bulldogs were 1 for 4 last night. The only thing that I have not really an issue with the 5 forward look is when you really don't get set up and you're in that zone. The pressure on the Trine, this is really against aggressive penalty killers. You can kind of run into some difficulties because you have so many girls playing out of position on the back end. I guess head coach Chad Davis, as we wind down this first period, really has trust in sort of the Johnsons.
Simon at the horn, just sent it high. Nearly the third goal of the period, but Adrian will settle for 2. Courtney Ben, Paige Pomerleau making it happen in that first period. 2-0 Bulldogs, and again, kind of similar to yesterday. If you're the Trine Thunder, you're getting heavily outshot. Zone time favoring the Bulldogs, yet you can look up at that scoreboard and say we're only 2 shots away from tying this hockey game. So, last night, I don't know what the speech was between periods for Coach Davis and his squad, but they really turned it on there in that second period as we revisit those goals in the first.
It's just such a good pass from Johnson. She's falling down a backhand. I'd like to say no looker, but she probably knows where Courtney Ben is. She played with her for so long this year, and they have such good chemistry. She's just on another level, that top line. And then this goal, really can't say anything better. And Pomerleau it's just a snipe right over top of the blocker. For below the circle it's a crazy shot to attempt, because if that goes high and wide, it ricochets all the way around and you're regrouping at center ice. But she has enough confidence, and if she can score from there, I'd take the shot too.
Yeah, it's a low percentage shot, we'll say that. And she had one of those yesterday along the goal line, snuck it in under the pad. Bruiser Jr., Bruiser 2, get ready to defend his doghouse. So Jack and I need to watch that. We'll be back for our second period of action. It's Adrian College 2, Trine University 0. This is the NCAA Slaats Cup quarterfinal game 2 right here on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great, great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams.
Good evening and welcome back out to Adrian College, Arrington Ice Arena. Yours truly, Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead on the microphones tonight. Dakota Cliff, Remy Gelniak, Tate Wise, Josiah Durrell, and Josh Mitchell helping you on this Saturday night. It's playoff hockey at the AIA. Adrian College women's team on the NCAA side leading Trine University by a score of 2-0. First goal by Courtney Benn, second one by Paige Pomerleau, and Riley Johnson picked up an assist on the first goal by Ben, as she is 1 point away, Jack, from some elite company for this program.
Yeah, some history brewing with her next point. She could join the 50-point club here at AC. Christian Lewicki, Kaylin Schroka, Una Belland, and Sarah Schrub are the only 4 female athletes to get to that point in one season. The first since Una Belland in 2023-24 with 60 points. So we can fairly assume that she will get there, if not tonight, the next week. But just some elite company. She came in as a transfer, been here for 2 years, and I mean, can't say enough good things about her. She plays a 200-foot game. She leads this Bulldog team in basically every category, and she wears the C. You can kind of check out some of the stats after 20 minutes. Bulldogs really dominating, as we have come expected to seeing some of these games against Trine University. Trine does have the handle once again on faceoffs won. Something to look forward to as we progress along in these playoffs. But then you can kind of see the top 3 Bulldogs dominating where it matters most in the scoreboard, 2-0, and have a 21-2 shot attempt advantage with a 15-1 shots on goal advantage.
Back to that record book, AdrianBulldogs.com. I mentioned Kristen Lewicki, Kaylin Schroka, and Sarah Schrub. All 3 of those ladies did that in the 2016-17 season. That was the national championship runner-up squad in that 16-17 year. Coach Davis knows everything about those young ladies. And then Una Belland a couple years ago hitting that 60-point mark. So right now, Riley Johnson tied with Kristen Lewicki again from the season before, 15-16 with 49 points. Let's see if she gets that done here in period number 2 as the Thunder are out of their locker room. Bulldogs getting ready to leave theirs and hit the ice for period number 2. A period where you look at the stats, Jack, and you think, well, this might be more than a 2-goal lead for the Bulldogs, and it's not. I mean, if you're the Thunder, you briefly look at the stat sheet and then you set it right down because you say, look, we're 2 shots away. But you have to create something, and that's been the difficulty. Trine's done some nice things defensively, but that has to turn to offense. You can't play defense for 45 seconds, dump the puck out, go for a change, and do the same thing.
Yeah, they have 2 shot attempts in the first 20 minutes of play, but I like to look back at New Year's Eve. They scored 4 goals on this Bulldog team. They did lose 6-4, but that's something that they can build on. It's not like they've been shut out for game on end over and over. So they're clearly capable of doing it. It's just a matter of if they can break through this Bulldog defense and Kira Stack, who's been one of the best goalies in women's Division III hockey.
Bulldogs scoring 4.8 goals per contest, allowing just over 1.3 per affair. And, you know, one of those larger scores given up was the first game of the year against number 2 Augsburg. They gave up 4, then they gave up 3 the next night. Then the Thunder, as you said, put 4 on them. They lost to Amherst 3-1, lost 6-3 to Concordia, Wisconsin. Otherwise, that number in the opponent score column has been 0 or close to.
And that's kind of, sorry to cut you off, but that's kind of what we have been accustomed to seeing in this women's hockey game. Take a look at the Olympics, for example. You see Canada and the U.S. battling it out in the finals, ended 2-1. It was 1-0 for the majority of the game. It's really just a defense-first mentality in the women's side.
Comes a Thunder with some speed and an approach on Stack. She'll make the save. The third Thunder shot, second on goal. Forces a freeze on the play. Emmeline Stevenson put that one on Kira Stack. An early test for the Bulldog netminder. Opening 19 seconds. Another face-off. It's another Thunder win. Back to the blue line they go. Here's a shot stopped by Stack. Right in that chest protector. Trine's coming out thundering in the second period. Don't say anything, Jack. Don't do it. I know you want to. In fact, I'll mute your mic. I'm not the first person to say that. Parker Byer on the carry for the Bulldogs. Her lead pass too far for Simon. This goes down for a Bulldog icing. Opening moments of our second period of a 2-0 hockey game as we get a closer look at Emma Simon skating back the other way. Very impactful freshman campaign for her. Scored some big goals, notably over in Ashwaubenon, Wisconsin, and the Bulldogs won a thriller over St. Norbert, regular season style.
Yeah, that would be a fun Slaats Cup final if Concordia, Wisconsin could push through. Really, everyone at the start of the year thought it'd be this Bulldog team, and St. Norbert kind of come out of nowhere and really shocked the Bulldogs that opening game, really throwing everything they had at the Bulldogs, potting 6 goals overall. Most of the Bulldogs have allowed by 2 goals. And the Bulldogs obviously bouncing back. That third tiebreaker for the Slaats Cup right here at the AIA would be a treat to watch.
And it would be nice stick lift by Riley Johnson. Finds herself with it. It's up ice to Courtney Ben. An extended shift for those 5 skaters, and they will hit the bench. And a lone conference loss for these Bulldogs against the Falcons. Problem, if you're St. Norbert or Concordia, well, if you want to get to Adrian, well, you got to beat your counterpart, and in all likelihood, it will be Norbert and Concordia on the other side. To be determined who's going to win that MSOE and Lake Forest matchup in the 4-5 in the NCHA. Here's a quick shot by Sophia Lacola. There will be no rebound. Claire Schmaltz, the Thunder goalie, traps that, and a whistle.
Yeah, just to go back to the importance of the 1 seed to avoid that matchup at the semifinals, it's kind of the opposite in the men's side. The Bulldogs get that 1 seed, and then more or less it's looking like they're going to have to play number 4 Aurora, who has really given them the most tests this year.
Yeah.
Obviously taking a few from the Bulldogs, so the Bulldogs will be at home. Just see how much of that they can build off crowd energy and sort of take one away from Aurora.
Yeah, Spartans have had the Bulldogs number on the men's side this season. 0-4 are the black and gold. Here's a shot across. Errant. Liz Sturgeon the closest there, and a collision at center ice sends the Thunder player tumbling down. 2.5 gone by in the second period. Still 2-0 Bulldogs. Sophia Lacola gets physical with Chloe Downey as the 2 go into the boards. That actually is Paige Pomerleau that time, number 3. Liz Sturgeon has played both defense and forward, as Jack mentioned in the first period. A lot of hybrid hockey players for Coach Chad Davis. Maddie Lowe beats the icing as her 4 line mates get a change. A poke at center ice by the speedster, Carly Carpenter. I don't know if her teammates will laugh that I say that, but Carly's quick. And there's some elite speed on this Bulldog team. Kaylee Simon skates through a couple of Thunder players. Pass up ice to Maddie Lowe. Chips it ahead to herself. Metaliano going in on goal, but Lowe can't get the pass there due to the nice Thunder defense. But Lowe skating through. Back over to Carpenter. Cycle it to Lacola. Sophia shoots. It's off the blocker and into the corner. 18 Cassie Biblow on it there for Trine. Looking to get it out of their own zone, and they do just that. One-on-one chance. Shot goes up off the face mask of Kaylee Simon. Up to the feet of Maddie Lowe. She gets taken down. There's Metaliano to scoop it up for the Bulldogs. Claire Castle gains the AC zone. Carpenter now down low. Off the side of the net. She goes. Another line change on the move for the top seed in the NCHA. As that one goes into the Thunder bench. 15:54 to go in a 2-0 game in the second period.
Yeah, a lot better start to the period for the Thunder. We saw a few quick shots there early on, and they've sort of been actually moving up and down, moving more north than we saw in the first period. It was really all Bulldogs hemming Trine in their own end.
Little misplay there as that eats up Stack a little bit, but it bounces up and goes wide. Bit of a fan on the pass off the face-off win by Riley Johnson. Taking that, though, is Sophia Lacola up along the boards. Into the near side defensive corner for Paige Pomerleau. Looks up ice off the skates of Riley Johnson. Over to Simon. Emma now will chase. Hannah Lambers there for the Thunder. Out to their own blue line, now to the red line. Stick check by Simon. Thunder are onside as they get into the Bulldog end. Simon up the wall to Johnson. Stretch pass for Ben. Courtney gets around one. Ben will try to get a shot away. There's the arm up for a penalty. So a delayed call As stacked to the bench again for the extra skater. Pomerleau scored the second Adrian goal, has it along the boards, far side. Down to Simon, it goes over her stick, and the Thunder touch up. We will have a slashing penalty called. That's an effort play by Ben. Just keep your feet moving and good things happen.
Yeah, not the fastest. I believe number 22, Hannah Lambers, who will sit, did catch up to Ben, but Ben using that strong frame. Take a look at how it got up there. It was a nice play from Simon to just one touch it to Riley Johnson, and then we had that cross-ice pass, and then you can just see the few slashes on the hands right there, and then Ben goes crashing into the boards. Looked a little bit slow to get up. Looks like we have a timeout here for Adrian, maybe to just give that line a few extra breaths, as they were just out there for quite a bit, but not quite sure.
Yeah, it looks like it. Important to get that 3-goal lead if you can. You'd like to get one on the power play. We saw in the earlier contest on the Harris Cup side, we saw Lake Forest go to a 5-on-3 power play. They call a timeout. Bulldogs kill the first penalty and then score shorthanded moments later. So we have seen it backfire. And I don't know, I mean, at this point, how many more set plays can you come up with that you have in practice? This might, as you mentioned, it could be a keep the legs fresh. They may have been out there for a while. Going over some things with Coach Chad Davis as Hannah McGowan looks on. And if Ben would have found a way to score that goal, that'd be a nice way for Johnson to get her 50th point on the season. But the slash of Lambers, the Thunder captain, puts the Bulldogs on a 5-on-4 power play for 2 minutes. Their second chance. And maybe the reason for the timeout for Coach was the first power play didn't really get a chance to click. Credit to Trine right there, so we'll see what they come up with. Simon on the draw. I think she tried to push it up to herself into the corner, unsuccessful. Thunder right there, but here's a quick takeaway. Pomerleau Page tried to put it on goal. It rolled off her stick. Defense there by Beineck. Thunder looking to stretch it up ice. Knocked down by Ben on the high stick. She's going to touch that up. I don't know that she knew the Thunder PK was right behind her, so that's not a bad play to make for Courtney Ben.
Yeah, I kind of saw this as it was developing. Olivia Porten, you can see her on the top of your screen, just kind of snuck behind everyone, and that's what I was kind of saying about this Bulldog team having 5 forwards, 4 forwards, and then we'll say Pomerleau is kind of a hybrid, but they really, you have Courtney Ben and Riley Johnson on the blue line. They haven't defended at all as Johnson goes here. Just something to look out for as we progress later on to this season.
35 seconds gone by on the power play. Ben will throw one toward the front. Got through a couple of bodies. Not the important one. Claire Schmaltz in between the pipes for the Thunder. Here's Emma Simon. Finds Johnson. Johnson shoots just wide of the short side. Halfway through the power play are the Bulldogs, and they need to retreat as Courtney Ben is on it right there. Finds Johnson over the blue line. They say offside. Bulldog bench didn't like that, and neither did the fan near the blue line down just to our left. Not sure if it was Simon that was half a glide back. Tough one.
Yeah, it looked like Simon right in front of us in the penalty box is just offside. That Bulldog first power play unit got a few chances there. Johnson towards the net and Ben towards the net, but really no sustained pressure as Chad Davis flips to the power play too.
Annalise Klein wraps it around. Slowed down there by Schmaltz. Pressure by Mataliano and Reardon. Maddie Lowe out there as well with Parker Beyer. Bulldog power play hasn't had much stuff to set up as it's a nice play at the blue line by Klein to hold the zone. And the Thunder now get it out to center. Beyer needs to put on the brakes. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Lambers serving that penalty. Chipped into the corner. Opposite side from Italiano. Weird carom, but it goes back to Beyer. Italiano, Klein into her skates. Back for Parker. Space to shoot. Oh, it's off the body and wide. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Klein looks up. Beyer in the middle. She'll let her wrister go. Blocked down in front. Backhand sent wide by Lowe. A wrapper on the boards, and there goes the Bulldog power play. 0 for 2 this evening. As out of the box quickly is Lambers. She'll get right in on Parker Byer, but she makes the play up to the blue line, but right there it's intercepted. This shot covered by Stack. Good little look there. Dorka glad. Boy, I don't have my pronunciations with me. Do you have the pronunciation guide? That's a doozy of a name. Thank you. You stole that from me. Give me a chance to redeem myself here. Ganglaliski. That's so much easier to say when you read it. I'm not very fluent in Hungarian. I'm sorry, Jack. Stays a 2-0 hockey game. It's been a minute since I've had one of those. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think they have 2 from Hungary. One of the backup goalies as well, Suza Reves.
Do you want the guide again?
Yeah, I was going to just ask for the guide right there.
Oh, here's a goal and a backhand by Markovic. '24 finds the net, and it's a 3-0 Adrian College lead. As we fumble through pronunciation guides, no pronunciation guide needed here for 24 in black and gold.
Yeah, well, we're messing around up here. It's a heck of a steal by Emma Simon. Rebound pops after Schmaltz makes a big save on the first shot. Then Markovic gets on the board herself, her 5th of the year.
That is some good depth scoring right there. She is. She's been getting some power play time too. We didn't see her on the last advantage. I'll give you a chance to pronounce the backup goalie's name after this chance by Johnson as she sent it high and wide.
Yeah, so the pronunciation for goaltender number 33, it looks like Suza Reves, I believe.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Here goes Johnson. Here's a shot by Sturgeon. What a stop by Schmaltz. No backup needed there.
I'll apologize to the Trine fans who are listening or watching if I do mispronounce that. You can have a go right there.
Oh, you want me to try that?
Number 33.
Yeah. No, thanks. Okay. Revitz is the last name.
Yeah.
Stucha? I don't know. Oh, here's a chance for Porthen. She is back-checked and penalized that time. Thunder will get a power play here as the touch-up by Johnson. As we are fumbling through a pronunciation guide for players not on the ice. How about this? Latest chance for the Thunder.
Looked like it just rolled off Bulldog's stick, and then a nice burst of speed there from Olivia Porthen. She draws the penalty. Now we get to look at Trine University power play this time. They had a few chances last night, unsuccessful. Let's see if they can get something going.
Bulldogs up 3-0. Thanks to Markovic in the second frame. Again, the last 2-game series, Adrian won easily night 1, 10-0, and then won here 5-1 on senior day to clinch the Kronschnabel Cup. Thunder from behind the net, out in front, near opportunity right there. Backhanded up ice by Pomerleau. Not out though. Here's a chance off a stick high off the wrong netting. If you're a Thunder fan, we'll have a face-off in the Bulldog end. Jack, you mentioned on the power play for the Bulldogs, having 4.5 forwards with Pomerleau. Having a skater like Page on the ice on the penalty kill is lethal when you talk about speed, and you get her on the ice with someone like Simon or Johnson. That's just too much to handle. As this one goes in towards Stack, nice pad save. As this one bounces to center, nearly on cue was Simon, very close to Hannah Lambers. As Simon is double teamed along her own blue line. Out there with Riley Johnson, lifts the stick. Puck out to the Thunder blue line. So it's Simon Johnson, Julia Richardson, and Kaylee Simon. Backdoor pass, no shot taken there.
I think you have to shoot that. You're not going to get many chances like that right at the top of the circle.
Out to center. Johnson on the move, kicks it up to herself, trying to get free. She nearly gets interfered with. Look at this move. In on goal, tries 5-hole. Stopped by Schmaltz. Every highlight except the finish this period for Riley Johnson. Chance shorthanded, minute 15 into it, and the Thunder have iced the puck. I mean, we're going to put together a highlight reel of almost for Riley Johnson.
Yeah, just a heck of a move. A diving stick to poke it off her originally. And the defense got back, but she put it through their legs from a tough angle. Tried to go 5-hole. Nice stop there from Claire Schmaltz. The thing about the Bulldogs, they have a lot of power. Whoever's on the power play can also play penalty kill. You sort of get, at least in the men's game, the name that comes to mind is Blake Weidman for the Bulldogs. He plays on the penalty kill basically every time. They are shorthanded and does such a good job. In the women's game, you have Paige Pomerleau, you have Johnson, you have Simon. They're all playing the power play and the penalty kill. They're really bought into both ends of the ice.
Here's a shot towards Stack. She's going to let it play out. And you know this. You have to be specific. What men's team are you referring to?
The men's Division I, ACHA,
okay.
who are taking on Calvin University tonight for the Division I championship of the GL6.
Rematch of last year's final. Here's a chance for the Thunder. It's sent up high over the net. Beyer ready to come out of the box. Her team still defending here, leading at 3-0. And now it's a 5-on-5. Beyer out of the box. She's going to advance it up through center. Play it deep into the Thunder zone. 9.5 to go in the third period. Adrian up 3-0 in the Slaats Cup quarterfinal. Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead on the call with you tonight. Game 2 of the quarterfinal. The semis and the championship. Should the Bulldogs get there? The single game eliminations. Win and move on. Here's Klein along the boards near side, working with Maddie Lowe. Odd Karamov, a Thunder player. Maddie needs to retreat. Off the wall, the far side. There's Liz Sturgeon. Slaps it in further to the Adrian College attacking zone. Now back to center for Claire Castle. She'll do the same thing and wait for her forward line to go out there. Sturgeon, Klein, and Lowe. Out in front looking for Lowe. Pass just off the mark. Castle pursuing. 8.5 to go in the period. Lowe puts on the brakes. Right side corner boards on the backhand. Goes back to the point, trading places with Castle. Castle will shoot into a Thunder leg. Dogs pick up the rebound. Sturgeon tries a wraparound, not there. Ben takes a whack at it. It's low in the slot. And Trine right there to play this out to center. This looks to be an icing, and it will be as Castle is back there for the black and gold. 8:11 to play in our middle period.
It's been a better period for the Thunder, but now the Bulldogs sort of tilting the ice. Once again, I think that goal from Markovich just kind of gave them some breathing room and a little bit of ability to relax, excuse me. As you see this top line, Johnson and Ben hop over the boards once again on another Trine icing.
Clean win by Johnson to the blue line for Lacola. Pomerleau will take a shot, bouncing wide. Markovich behind the goal. She gets taken down. Riley Johnson there as well. She gets pinned along the near side. Other far side boards. Markovich dancing below the goal line. It's up to Johnson. Now it's Lacola. Sophia's shot got in on goal. Schmaltz stuck the pad out there for the save. It's a Thunder player without a stick. Somewhat of a power play chance here for the Bulldogs, and now they get 5 players, 5 sticks. We skate on here in the second period. Puck to the blue line and out towards center. Thunder look to create defense into offense here as they just throw it in on Stack. And Kara keeps play going out to Lacola and now Pomerleau. Page puts on the break, snaps a pass through Markovich. Spinning around those, Pomerleau. Ben to the middle, looking for Johnson. 7:05 left in the second. Markovich will shoot, stopped by Schmaltz. When Pomerleau turns on those jets, I don't know that there's anyone in the women's game that can catch her. We saw some speed right there up the rush as Julia Richardson feathers this one too far, and this will be a Bulldog icing, and not the kind you want that finds itself on top of pastries. We'll skate back down to our right for this Thunder offensive zone faceoff.
Just want to take a moment to shout out the IQ of Kara Stack there back at the net. We've seen a few times on long shots, she plays it so there's not an offensive zone whistle, and then right there you saw a Trine player going for a change while the puck was in the Thunder, the Thunder end. She was banging her stick to let the defense know that there was a Trine player behind her. Just sort of a lost, I don't know how to say it, but a lost art in the game is the IQ aspect of the game, and Kara Stack showing it on full display.
Courtney Ben takes a heads-up shot. Rebound in the crease. Markovich right there. Here's Carpenter, takes a whack at it. Unsuccessful there. Batted down at the blue line by Richardson. Keeps it in the zone. The length of 14 in white on display right there. Already a good one, but a lot of potential there with Richardson. Now here's Byer, her defense partner on this shift. Brings it up ice. Parker shoots low. Schmaltz with a save. 23 unofficially on the night for the Thunder netminder. Some physicality on the near side boards. Advantage. Allie Hubenschmidt will shoot high off the face again of Schmaltz. 2 heads-up saves here in rapid succession. Hubenschmidt works for it behind the Thunder goal. Gets taken down. Biscuit worked up toward the Thunder blue line. Here goes Trine's Chloe Downey, their leading point getter. Sends it high of Stack. And back and forth we go. Into the Thunder zone this one is. 5.5 to go in our second. 3-0 Adrian College. The Markovich goal in this period has been the only score, as that one's blockered down by Stack. Klein gets driven into the boards. And she is down in the Bulldog zone. Five on 4 for a moment for the Thunder as Annalise Klein is grabbing up by her neck area as Stack's going to stop that one.
It looked like it was just more of an awkward fall into the boards. Looked like she got checked. Just went in awkwardly.
I know we don't really show potential injuries, but I don't know what kind of contact there was. But she was down in a heap, and their trainer, Caleb Christie, going to go look at her behind the Bulldog bench. She went there right away. Face-off controlled by Riley Johnson. Trying to spring Simon. Emma gets around 2 Thunder players. She will beat the icing. Has it behind the goal. Simon shoots. Schmaltz save. Looking for the rebound. Where is it? Johnson there and a couple of the Thunder players. We have a whistle. And we'll stop things right there with 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in a contentious last couple moments.
I think Simon really fooled everyone here. It looked like she was just going to sort of skate around and play it back to her defense. Then she just cut open out front. You could see, you can't really see on that view, but the puck, we have a perfect view, kind of sat behind the goaltender right there in Schmaltz. And we saw Bulldogs mix it up. We've seen that all year.
I'll tell you what, we, pregame talking about who's starting, and Schmaltz started last night, gave up those 7. Confidence in your goalkeeper, and she has been heavily asked upon to create some magic here tonight. She's faced 27 shots, 24 saves.
Yeah, she faced 27 shots yesterday and allowed 7, so you can just see confidence kind of brewing on her. She looks comfortable. A few of the goals have just been point-blank opportunities for the Bulldogs' best scorers. She's definitely kept this game close.
4:06 and rolling here in the second period. Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead on the call with you tonight. It's the Slaats Cup quarterfinal here at Adrian College, Arrington Ice Arena. Keeping an eye on number 9 for points as Pomerleau sends a knuckleballer from the right point to the left side corner. Backhand pass from Ben. Richardson will fire. It's off a body. I think it hits Sturgeon. Some friendly fire in front. Pomerleau at the red line. She will advance it a few feet and then sending that down further is Sturgeon, and Carpenter, no surprise, getting physical. Back into the Bulldog end we go, and we got a penalty on the Bulldogs. A little too physical, I think, for Carly Carpenter, as I give her a compliment about her physicality. It earns her a penalty.
10 seconds before, she got a penalty right there for, I believe, roughing was the call. Didn't really see that. I guess it was up the ice. Maybe an extra shot or two. Let's see number 21.
When she gives a little shove right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Yep. I saw it. I made a mistake of complimenting it. And if you're a Bulldog, that's one penalty you can take as a rough. Here's Simon with speed, shorthanded. Shot and a stop by Schmaltz. Access denied.
It's another one up near the face mask.
As Stack down at the other end makes a nice stop, and we're seeing that explosion from Emma Simon, 23. It's one of those where you can take a dump-in attempt that would be icing, and you know Emma's going to beat the defender down the other end.
Yeah, Simon and Pomerleau really similar, 5'3" and 5'4". They can fly up the ice. It's impressive skating to see. Really started at the blue line, both really flat-footed, and then Simon, you saw the gap she created. Another big save off the mask of Schmaltz.
I mean, that's, what, 3 or 4 in this period alone. Thing's got some dents on it. 30 seconds into the Thunder power play. Searching for the scoring column as Pomerleau blocks that shot before it got towards Stack. 2-on-2 in the near side corner. Here comes a third. It was Hunter Reardon. Puck out to center anyway. And Trine must reset. Callie Graham on it. And now it's Lambers harassing Reardon. Reardon gets it out to center. Thunder must regroup. 3-0 Bulldogs after a 9-0 eruption yesterday. Oh, that one goes off the face mask of Pomerleau. It's kind of a heads-up hockey game. Reardon played it back for Sophia Lacola. There is somebody's glove there near the Bulldog penalty box. Thunder player gets dumped. Penalty kill continues. It looks like a Thunder glove as Schmaltz plays it down for her attackers. 30 seconds now remain. And the Carly Carpenter Bulldog penalty, it's a rough on Carpenter. There's a block shot by Richardson. And who did a pretty nice job in the intermission was Bruiser Jr., Bruiser 2. He let one go by, went bar down basically, gave up some wings from the restaurant upstairs. And whistle stops play with 1:35 left in the second period. 13 seconds remain on a Thunder power play.
The Bulldogs penalty kill once again doing a really good job of limiting the opportunities kind of in that house area, trying to shoot from distance, but then obviously getting in front and blocking those shots before they even get to Stack.
Adrian's only allowed 6 power play goals all season. Here's a chance with a power play, and they score. Make it 7. The Thunder get on the board. They beat Stack up high. Hannah Lambers gets the goal for the Thunder, their first of this playoff.
And what a move at the blue line. Saw just going one-on-one with Richardson, just threw her stick, and then the shot. I mean, bar down. No chance for Stack, and Thunder get right back into this one, only trailing by 2. See if that could sort of propel this team. Get some energy back on the bench. Power play successful. Hannah Lambers says she's a defenseman, but that did not look like defenseman moves right there. Stick handling and the finish.
I'm going to get absolutely roasted for that. Absolutely roasted. That's like talking about never falling down the stairs while you're already halfway down. Broadcaster jinx right there. 3-1 Bulldogs. What a shot by the Thunder. So we got an icing down there with 61 seconds left in the second period. Both teams with goals in this frame. Adrian looking to move on with a win today to face the lowest remaining seed in the conference tournament. They reseed after the quarterfinal. We'll get a update on this one as Lake Forest and Marion have find themselves playing some extra hockey. Lake Forest winning the game last night. Already had an overtime game on the men's side today with Trine advancing. Final minute of this period. Markovich has scored for the Bulldogs. Lambers for the Thunder as this one finds its way into the seats.
Yeah, you talked about that third goal being so important, and now you can really kind of see why. Just one break right out of a draw at center ice. A nice move by Lambers, and she scores, but now you still have that 2-goal lead. See if Trine can get one here. A couple 48 seconds, and put some pressure on the Bulldogs.
Gotta defend this though first. Here goes Simon with Ben. Shoots, and she let it up over the crossbar. Johnson attempting that rebound opportunity. Here goes the goal scorer for the Thunder, Lambers. Over the blue line, she'll take a shot low on Stack. She sends it with the stick into the near side corner. Final 17 of the second period. Ben threw her stick up the ice to Pomerleau. Page pushing it ahead. Lambers there for the Thunder. Teams trade possession. Final 5 seconds. One last effort for the Thunder. Sent up into the air. And that'll end the period. And speaking of ending, we do have some final scores to tell you about at the intermission. But after 40 minutes of play here at the AIA, Adrian College maintaining their 2-goal advantage. Jack, quite a bit of action on both sides of the ice in this period.
Yeah, a lot better period for the Thunder. They had 2 shot attempts coming into that period. They're up to 15 now. 1 shot on goal, now they're up to 11. So 10 shots on goal. In that period, it was a much more balanced attack from both teams. Trine definitely playing, like I said, a lot better. The Bulldogs still holding majority of the play, but Trine taking advantage of that roughing penalty right in front of the Bulldog bench, and Carpenter's roughing penalty. And then a nice move by Lambers to get them within 2. And you really just never know. We've seen Claire Schmaltz kind of get hot these past 10 or 15 or so minutes. If Trine can get one more, you just really never know if they can cut it to 1 with X amount of time left. This Bulldog team really needs the next goal to kind of more or less feel comfortable about where they are.
Well said. More on the first 40 in a little bit. We're going to take our intermission break. Get a chance for Brian to come out, clean up the ice, get us ready to go for period number 3. Hannah Markovich for the Bulldogs, Hannah Lambers for the Thunder. We're going to step aside. We will be back for our third period. It's the NCAA Slaats Cup quarterfinal. Top seed Bulldogs, 8th seed Thunder. It's a 3-1 hockey game. This is Adrian College Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
20 seconds.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
Second intermission at the Arrington Ice Arena. My name is Ian Wendt, Jack Whitehead alongside, and what should be the final period of the weekend, unless Trine finds a way to tie this game up. It is just a 2-goal lead for the top-seeded Bulldogs, 3-1. Courtney Ben, Paige Pomerleau, and Hannah Markovich finding the twine for the Dogs, who lead in some of the categories through 40 minutes, but the important one, the goals. Adrian up 3-1, but let's get the tail of the tape, so to speak, Jack.
Yeah, the Bulldogs really dominated the first period of play. It was all Adrian College. Trine had a good run there in that second period towards the end after Hannah Markovich made it 3-0. The faceoffs one is still in favor of the Thunder. The Bulldogs are going to have to clean that up as we progress through this Slaats Cup quarterfinals and into the semis and finals, hopefully. If you're a Bulldogs fan, the block shots are obviously going to favor Trine, as the Bulldogs have 3 times the advantage of shot attempts. Not as obscure as they were yesterday, with the Bulldogs well over 85 to 90 shot attempts. Trine doing a really better job, especially in that second period. They tied the Bulldogs in that period 1-1. Markovich for the Bulldogs and Lambers for Trine. But let's see what Trine has. Last period of their season, really, as it stands right now. So let's see what energy and what they can really scrape up from the bottom of the barrel and try to get back into this game.
4 teams will advance after today's proceedings, and there will be some extra hockey over in the greater Chicago area. Lake Forest College and Marian University, they went to overtime. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Marian tied that up in the third period, and then Marian had a power play, actually, with 2 minutes to go in that overtime period. They did end up scoring on a point shot with about 30 seconds to go, so that will move on to the mini game. I was told by you it's just one period of hockey. They just play 20 minutes, and whoever comes out on top does, and then if that obviously stays tied, they go to that overtime. The Bulldogs have had their way with both teams this year. Against Lake Forest, they were 2-0. They won by a score of 5-2 and 6-0. And then against Marion, they won by a score of 6-0 and 2-0. Don't think the Bulldogs really have a preference of who they play, but just something to keep an eye on over in that one.
All right, other action going on the Slaats Cup side across the Greater Midwest.
Yeah, we saw St. Norbert, I mentioned it in the open, taking down MSOE by a score of 4-0, sweeping that series, keeping the puck out of their net in both games. Concordia and Aurora just underway. Start of the second period, Concordia is up 2-0, so it looks like everything will shape up as what we expected with the Bulldogs playing Marion or Lake Forest, and then obviously that matchup between Concordia, Wisconsin and St. Norbert. The winner of that will more than likely be coming to the Arrington Ice Arena to face this Bulldogs team.
Yeah, if all the top seeds advance, and like you've mentioned, that's the way it's looking like. 1 through 4 make it through on the women's side, and 1 through 4 on the men. Adrian will look forward to another chance against Aurora University. Likely, I don't know if that game has gone on yet. A unique situation at the Arrington when you're hosting these quarterfinal games. You got one afternoon and one evening contest, so you can do some scoreboard watching on the opposite side of the schedule. Face off here, stolen away by Emma Simon up the left side wing. She goes, gets bumped and taken off the puck. 3-1 Adrian College as we begin our final period of the weekend. Again, unless the Thunder have other plans. Near side, it's Johnson off the wall to herself. Tried it a second time, Trine ready for that one. And they put it the rest of the way down for Paige Pomerleau to scoop it up there for the Dogs. Has the go-ahead goal in this one, made it 2-0 at the time. Worked below the Bulldog goal line. Casey Biblow there for the Thunder. Trine with some zone time to start the period. This shot goes wide intentionally. Stack will cover it. And a whistle with 54 seconds gone by in the third period.
Yeah, she does that well when there's a loose puck after the Bulldogs have been hemmed in their own end. She really exits the blue paint and just covers it up, gets a whistle, gets a change. To touch on your last thing about the men's side of things, playing the Spartans, having been 0-4 against them this year, it is just a one-game elimination. So the Bulldogs can throw all that out the window. This playoff hockey, they're going to be at home. They're going to have the home crowd. It's going to be a really intriguing game next week here at the AIA. See if the Bulldogs can get over that hump and really ultimately win the division and or the conference, excuse me, and then get the automatic bid to the NCAA playoffs.
Yeah, I don't want to leave it up to any at-large committee. Same thing on the women's side. We saw it last year. Came up short in the Slaats Cup over in the greater Green Bay area against the Green Knights. They want that game to be here, and if Adrian wins this one and the next one next weekend, there may be a rematch with Norbert, or maybe the Falcons, the upstart Falcons this year, as Stack is stacked up against her post. A whistle there, kind of a precarious situation, and Stack looks to be okay. You don't want to get that leg caught up in an awkward spot.
Yeah, that's kind of the last thing the Bulldogs want. We saw Klein go down with an awkward fall into the boards. It's the last thing the Bulldogs want, is to get an injury while you're in playoff time.
Here's a attempt back. Here's Parker Byer to the middle. Tried for Simon. It's too far for Emma. And the icing will be applied. Just a minute and a half through this kind of choppy third period so far.
Yeah, a lot of whistles going against the Bulldogs. Good zone time here from the Thunder. It's just about getting pucks through and on net. Stack has been pretty good. The one blemish.
Well, here's a shot. I think that hit the post right off that faceoff win. Another victory in that faceoff dot for the Thunder, as this stretch pass too far for Ben. And we'll go back down to the Bulldogs side. 18-11 to play in the third. Keep that same 5 out there. You would think, well, they're fatigued. There's been so many whistles. I think you're fine in terms of your legs. That's me talking. Not saying I would be okay. Saying these collegiate athletes have no trouble with that as Johnson wins the faceoff back for Bayer. Julia Richardson off the glass and over to Courtney Ben, trying to feed Emma Simon. Caught in the Thunder defender's skates. Back out the center it goes. Thunder on the far side. Chloe Downey there against Bayer, throws it out in front. Nobody home with a T on the front of their sweater. Instead, it's Courtney Ben. Over to Riley Johnson. To Ben. Courtney on the backhand. Schmaltz sprawled out. I'm not sure if she got a piece of it or not. Ben tries another backhand that goes wide to the other side. Riley Johnson. Over to LaCola. Slap that by Lowe. Now it's Johnson again. A bid for 50. Here's a shot. That went just high of the crossbar. 49 points on the season for Riley Johnson with that assist in the first period. Here's Pomerleau, had her pocket picked. She goes back for it deep in her own zone. 3-1 Adrian College. 3 minutes gone by in our third period. Pomerleau has the go-ahead goal. Markovich the third tally. Hannah Lambers finding Twine in that second period on the power play for Trine. Low for the Dogs along the penalty box door. Puts it down deep. Claire Schmaltz right there to play it. She's faced 29 shots unofficially. 26 saves for the Minnesota native. Rolling puck toward her. She's going to cover it. And a much needed whistle for the Thunder with 3.5 elapsed in our third period of play.
She's more or less been the difference. Talking about Claire Schmaltz in this one. Bulldogs had a flurry there in the early stages of the second period and really all the first period, dominating play. She made some big saves at the time, and now the Bulldogs really can't seem to find that put-away punch right now. She's standing on her head, giving her offensive team a chance.
Here's a steal by Reardon. Hunter gets around one. Backhand across the crease. And there's a goal for the Bulldogs. There's the fourth. Markovich right on cue.
Yeah, right on cue. Markovich was definitely at the back door. I'm not sure. Reardon threw that one across the blue paint. I believe it did go off the defenseman's skate. Really an unfortunate circumstance right here for Schmaltz. Nice play by Reardon off the boards. A nice move across. Then it did. It looks like it goes off the left skate of the Trine defender. Really unlucky there. If you're Trine, a really backbreaker there. But if you're the Bulldogs, getting that 3-goal lead back is just massive. Nice play there by Reardon.
Good catch on that replay. Nice tally for Reardon. Knocked down in the air by a high stick by Mataliano right at the red line. So we'll move that face-off down. A 3-goal lead restored thanks to the efforts of the Bulldog forward. Native of Lake Elmo, Minnesota.
It's more of that depth scoring I was talking about earlier. You get a second-line center in Reardon getting that goal. That's what the Bulldogs are going to need as they progress later on into this season.
Off the wall, up the ice, going for Mataliano. This will not be an ice, or I thought it was. What?
One linesman waved it off.
Yeah, I saw the deflection signal. I didn't think it would be an icing. But that is the call. I have no opinion. I'm not down on the ice.
Faceoff should be at center ice.
And the officials conflicting with each other. They'll be in the Bulldog zone.
Get the feeling if this game was a little bit closer in one of the semifinals or finals games, head coach Chad Davis would have a lot more to say about that one. This one linesman waving that icing off.
Oh, he has a lot to say. Will he say it? No, not tonight. Not at this juncture. Sophia Lacola in her own zone, up ahead to Mataliano. Bounces a puck at center ice. Through Markovich. Now here is Downey for the Thunder. Numbers for Trine. Shot off the leg of Pomerleau. Page in the right place, right time. The goal scorer, Hunter Reardon. Up the ice, through the middle. He's going to send one towards Schmaltz. Plays it high off that chest protector. Emma Simon off the bench and to the puck in the far side corner boards. Simon on that backhand. Over to Parker Byer. Byer will shoot, deflection, and a goal for the Bulldogs. Look at that one. Shot from the point. Not only does she have power, there's some stick skills for Courtney Ben.
Yeah, we were in a perfect position for this, right on our sight line. Just a heck of a tip, a shot by Byer right through everyone. Nice job by Simon to get her the puck. And then a filthy tip. Goaltender moving one way, tips it back to where she was against the grain. Bulldogs get another insurance marker, and that is Courtney Ben's 23rd of the year, overtaking Riley Johnson for the lead in goals.
There's some sick mitts by Courtney Ben. Bet she tries that a lot in practice and then gets a hard time from her teammates saying, hey, just take those slap shots. Give credit to defenseman Parker Byer on that shot. That's not a shot to score. That's a shot for a deflection. And she got just that, rewarded with the assist. Thunder win another faceoff.
Yeah, that's why she has 18 assists now on the year. Just the point shots. Forwards do such a good job getting it back to her, and she finds the lanes through, and whether it's a rebound or a tip, Bulldogs are there to capitalize.
In the Thunder zone they go. Ben has her second of the night. 5-1 Adrian College. Largest lead of this one. 14 and change to go in the third period. Shot down by Trine. This will be a Thunder icing. 14:04 remains in our third period.
Now really the only thing left to do for the Bulldogs is get Johnson her 50th. Not sure if she's aware of it. I really can't really say if she is. I would assume she knows she's close to it, but she knows it's a historic mark for the college. It would only be the 5th Lady Dog of all time to do it.
I think she knows it or is aware of it, but if we ask her, she'll say she didn't know.
Yeah,
it'll be one of those situations. Bulldogs in the Thunder zone again. Some more energy from the black and gold in this third period. After going to the locker room, only up 2. Here's a quick shot, stopped by Kira Stack. That attempt that time by Gagliski. Here's another one, Stack with a save. To show you the difference between last night and tonight, talking about the resiliency of this Thunder squad. Adrian was on their third goalie by this point and had only seen single-digit shots. Stack is still in goal. She's watched 15 come in on her, and it's a 5-1 game. Richardson, cross-ice pass, finds Markovic. Has one tonight. Throws one towards Schmaltz. She needs to go make a change, and she will. The Reardon line out there now. With Carpenter, Carmelo Lacola, who has it now, and Mataliano. Bulldogs misfire on the lead pass. That will be an icing. We'll skate down to our left. Our wonderful crew today consists of Josiah Durrell, Josh Mitchell, Tate Wise, Remy Gilniak, Dakota Clift, Jack Whitehead. My name is Ian Wendt. Thanks for being with us on a Saturday night. Game 4 of 4 on the weekend for the NCAA teams. Bulldog men complete the sweep of Lake Forest earlier today. The women looking to do the same against Trine. That shot saved by Stack. Shout out again, Devin Orpana earlier today, a hat trick for the Bulldogs and that dominant victory. Here's another one in on Schmaltz. She makes the save. Didn't know where the rebound was. It went wide of the cage. And Trine up the ice down the near side. This puck spinning around up in the air. Taken by Cassandra Bidlow. Now it's Adrian's Battagliano. Ava takes it wide, right side. Down towards Schmaltz. She redirects it further into the far side corner for Faith Jordan. Now it's Sydney Streb. Streb hounded by Bulldogs. Stack makes the save. She wants to cover. sensing some discomfort with the 5 in front of her. She'll stop things with 11:46 left in the third.
I think Stack's going to be a big part. Obviously, she's going to be a big part of this run for the Bulldogs, but she is one of the sort of X factors for this Bulldog team, because when she is on, she's really not letting anything. I believe at one point, or maybe still, she was leading the NCAA in shutouts. So when she's on, she is unbeatable. We've seen a few hiccups here late down the stretch, more or less against Concordia. Let's just see if she can really get back into what she was doing in the middle parts of the season, because like I said, if she's on, this Bulldog team is a really tough out.
Didn't know if she would even be the starting goalie to begin this season. She's made the most of it, that's for sure, as this puck will just be an icing just shy of the near side post. 11:22 left in the third period as we skate to the Bulldog offensive zone, where Riley Johnson will be in the face-off circle searching for .50 on the season. Big milestone for any program. As Byer will shoot, that's deflected. Rebound in the blue paint, taken by Schmaltz. Mentioned those Adrian College greats up in that 50-point echelon. Most recently, Una Balland a couple seasons ago made that Frozen Four run. Then the 2016-17 team, here's Ben with a bid for a hat trick. She shot it wide. Markovich on the rebound for Adrian. Now it's Johnson in the corner. I feel like this might be it here on this shift. Oh, there's Johnson in the far side corner. Cycling around, there's Markovich. To the point, Simon. Too far for Johnson, goes around for Markovich. Bouncing puck near side, Ben right there. Courtney with 2 goals in this hockey game. Here's Markovich. Now it's Ben moving to the middle. Markovich on the puck now. Cycling it around for Johnson. Back out in front. Ben scores! There it is! A hat trick for Ben and 50 for Johnson.
You called it this time. Your announcer, Jinx, worked on this one. Just a heck of a play. Markovich down low. The no-look pass, knows where Ben is. Really like the first goal we saw. Just buries that one, and like you said, Johnson, 50-point plateau, 5th ever. The women's side of things. Not sure if they got that puck or if she even knows, but I certainly hope she does get that puck. Well deserved from Riley.
Did I atone for my earlier
Yeah, you did make up
broadcast?
for it. You
Yeah.
definitely did.
Congratulations to both Courtney Ben, Riley Johnson. Hat trick for Ben. 50 points for Johnson as this shot is taken on Kira Stack. Plays it further behind her. 6-1 Adrian College, middle of the third period.
Ben up to 13 shot attempts, leading the team by a large margin, 10 shots. We know how good she can shoot, or how well she can shoot, excuse me. She's really showcasing it today. Now up to 24 goals on the year. She's getting up to that 40-point plateau.
Near side goes Pomerleau. Bulldogs with 3 goals in this first 10 minutes of the third period. Lead this one now 6-1. Pomerleau behind her own cage out there, paired up with Julia Richardson. Keeps it off the wall. And the Thunder with a chance. Lambers, who has the Trine goal, she'll put one toward Stack. Hit off the skate of Pomerleau. Up the boards for Simon. Emma had her pass to the middle taken away. There's Lambers again with space. Middle backhand shot, Stack with a save. Lambers has played herself a whale of a hockey game for Trine, even though the scoreboard is not in her favor. She has the goal. She's felt pretty comfortable at times on the ice.
Yeah, she looks like she's fitting in very well. One of the 3 captains of this team playing defense. She's been up in the rush quite a bit. She's had a few chances, but obviously had that heck of a goal went bar down on Stack there in the second period. Yeah, she's been very good defensively and offensively.
Quickly into the Trine zone are the Bulldogs. Hunter Reardon takes it along the boards. Up there with Sienna Beal. Bulldogs went with 6 defensemen tonight. The extra forward was Beal, the freshman from Rochester, New York. She's on it right now. Back for Claire Castle, another freshman. She'll send it wide. Bouncing off those end boards. Schmaltz right there for trying to cover. 8:27 to go in our third period. To add to Courtney Benn, her career numbers. 3 goals tonight puts her at 51 in her Adrian career. Also, 24 goals is the most she's scored in a single season. Last year with 22. And again, to the shock and awe of nobody who follows this program, Maddie Lowe, high slot, back to the blue line for Pomerleau. Page will shoot right into Downey. Chloe, the sophomore from Pennsylvania, sends one wide of Stack, a hard, high shot. This one bouncing around. Loose puck taken by Mataliano. She'll look up ice. And now look back. Around the boards for Pomerleau. Here's a chance by Mataliano. It's another block for the Thunder. Near side boards, Riley White. Can't continue any offense here. Riley Johnson looking for .51. Riley, Mataliano one-timer bouncing around and was nearly right there as Lambers finds that pinball and collects it in the catching glove.
Another nice pass there. Johnson playing with Mataliano and Dobler there for a bit. Now gets back with Ben and Markovich. Just knows where her teammates are really at all times. Just puts them in the best chance to succeed. Is another shot there. Goes just wide, that time from Byer.
Trying to add to her numbers with a assist on one of Courtney's goals. This one toward the front. Markovich right there for Adrian, got tied up by a Thunder player. If you're wondering if Courtney Benn has had hat tricks before, that answer is yes. She had 3 in 2024 against Marion. She had 2 against Lawrence, 2 hat tricks, that is. Another one against Lake Forest last season. So, again, no stranger to scoring as Ben. She's on it again. Moved through the middle, couldn't get the shot away. Bid for 4. And have to dig even deeper in the stats. Simon will shoot off the post, I believe. Backhander around the net. Ben, another wraparound attempt as that one is steered wide by Schmaltz. Not sure I've seen a goalie visibly tired. Schmaltz might be in this situation.
Yeah, she's been getting bombarded here in the third. Bulldogs a much better period than the second, really firing everything they have at her. Really just running out of gas, much like the rest of this Thunder team.
Behind the Adrian College goal. Works around, here's Simon. That's Kaylee Simon. Couldn't keep it. Biblo there for Trine. A couple of Bulldogs right there. Reardon, one of them. They work the puck to center. 5:45 left in the third. Courtney Benn with a hat trick performance. Riley Johnson gets points 49 and 50 on the season. Highlights of this evening's hockey game. It's a 6-1 Adrian College lead. Move through the middle this time. Lauren LaCroix as Stack racks up those save numbers. Unofficial shots on goal, 20 for Trine. 19 stops for Stack. Just the one power play goal for Hannah Lambers for the Thunder. Puck all the way down to the Thunder zone. No icing this time. Played into the corner. Threw it across the low slot. Nobody home in a white sweater. As we do have a penalty called on the Bulldogs. Liz Sturgeon skates right over to the Adrian College penalty box. No really argument from her.
I believe it was cross-checking was the call. You can kind of see right in that dangerous area. So we have an injured Thunder there down in the corner. That's where the penalty was.
Teammates huddled around her. We will step aside. 6-1 Bulldogs in front as they tend to the injured Thunder player. 6-1 Adrian. 4:56 remain in this one. You're tuned into Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network. Callie Graham getting help to the locker room, so we do hope she is okay as she went down hard in the near side, right side corner. Trine will be on the power play. Liz Sturgeon in the box for that hit. The Bulldogs send their penalty killers out there. Simon, Johnson, Pomerleau, and Lacola. Here's Simon. Space to Johnson. Back to Simon. Outside circle they go. Now it's back to the blue line. It's skied up in the air. Lacola somehow kept that in play. Physics didn't really make sense there as Johnson with the steal. She'll put one towards Simon and she can't poke it through. 4.5 to go in our third period. 90 seconds left on the Adrian College penalty to Liz Sturgeon. Sandra Biblow for the Thunder, back to the middle. Lambers with a shot. Kick save by Stack. Another chance. Biblow fires. I think that hit a body and Stack as it made its way toward goal. Adrian clears the zone with 4:04 left in the third. Courtney Ben's hat trick. Riley Johnson, 50 points on the season. On Ben's first and third goal with a primary assist. And Riley's on it here now. She'll trade space on the ice for time off the penalty. Plays it off the boards, up the right side. 3:40 to go. Trine scored their goal on the power play. It was Hannah Lambers, a junior from Hudsonville. Not on the ice at the moment. She was there for the first power play unit for Melissa Paluch, the head coach of the Thunder. Trying to build up this program. If you look up and down that roster, it is still a very youthful Thunder group. Here's a steal by the Bulldogs. A shot by Richardson. It gets blocked on its way toward the Thunder goal. Up the wing, it's Chloe Downey. Final moments of this power play. Toward the slot, errant pass. Bearden completes the successful penalty kill. Back to the Bulldog end, it's Parker Byer. Up the side for Hubenschmidt. Allie avoids one hit, and it makes its way to Sturgeon from her seat in the penalty box to the seat on the bench near Coach Chad Davis. This one's into the skates of Hubenschmidt. Makes its way back to Claire Castle. Her pass over to Kaylee Simon. Back for Castle. To the middle for Carpenter. Hubenschmidt gains the zone. And Schmaltz will cover that up. Claire Schmaltz, junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota. She has seen 42 shots come in on goal. I know she's allowed those 6, but I mean, she's been the first star for the Thunder. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And this was a 3-1 game coming into this period. The Bulldogs have been relentless.
Yeah, they've peppered her in this third period. Really every line has done a good job getting pucks through. We've seen her be visibly tired at times, just hunched over. I think yesterday obviously had a factor into it as well, facing 27 shots.
Pomerlow's shot stayed wide. Bulldogs keep the zone. There's Courtney Ben, makes a move. Now it's McCullough back for Pomerlow. It's Johnson now in the middle. Riley with 2 assists to give her 50 points on the season. Ben with the hat trick, looking for 4. In my brief look around, Courtney has not scored 4 in a game. She has plenty of hat tricks. Thunder come away with that one. Possession along the near side wall. Nice stick there by Lacola on the pursuing Riley White. Who's going to tell us how much time is left? He says 1 minute. And that is true. As Adrian looks to move on from the Slaats Cup semifinal. Single game elimination right here at the AIA. Their opponent yet to be determined as they need things to finish up across the conference. Final 30. Thunder play it down. Byer on it for the Dogs. Italiano off the far side wall. Middle of the ice. Here goes Lowe for the Bulldogs, 1-on-1. Takes it wide. Waits for reinforcements. Final moments. D to D. Richardson to Byer. Parker will shoot. It breaks the stick on the way, and the horn will sound. In fact, that hit a skate.
The blade, yeah. You can see the teammate right there picking the blade up. I believe Faith Jordan picks it up, trying to put it back in.
Well, Hannah Lambers took that shot block from Adrian College defenseman, and they are down to the opposite end. Congratulating Kira Stack on the playoff victory, stopping 21 of 22 Thunder opportunities. the night belonged to Courtney Ben with her hat trick, and Riley Johnson climbing in those Bulldog record books, 50 points in the 2025-26 season. Paige Pomerleau gets the game-winning goal, and it's really been that three-headed monster up front for Coach Davis.
It's been those three all year, and they're going to need them to be at their best as we progress more into the playoffs. But yeah, just fitting Johnson a backhand pass, knowing where Courtney Ben would be for the hat trick, deposits that into the net. And the 4-5 game just finished. Lake Forest did come back in that overtime or that mini game, and but won by a score of 2-1 after Marion jumped out front 1-0 in that overtime period. So it will be Lake Forest here next Saturday night.
All right, other semifinal puts St. Norbert and Concordia.
Yeah, Concordia
final, yeah.
Concordia up 3-0.
Okay.
5 minutes to go in that second period there. So unless Aurora comes storming back with one of the comebacks of the year, looks like everything has gone to par so far, just like we expected.
Oh, there you go. A 6-1 victory here for the NCAA women's squad. 3 goals in that third period, highlighted by the Courtney Ben hat trick. It's fitting, though, on the assist for Riley Johnson to give her 50 in this season, and looking for many more as they move through this NCHA Slots Cup playoff. Semifinal will be here next Saturday night. And we will be back with our 3 stars of tonight's game. The first star is Courtney Ben, I'll tell you that. The other 2 to be determined. We'll be right back. You are tuned in to Bulldog Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
We welcome you back on the Adrian College Sports Network. 3 stars of tonight's game following Adrian's 6-1 victory.
Italiano with that 3rd star, 2 assists. Nice production up and down the lineup for her. It's also +2 in the game. A couple shots on goal.
Markovich with the 2nd star, a goal and an assist for 24.
As everyone expected, see Courtney Ben take the ice. Another hat trick. Bulldogs hope it's not her last hat trick of the year. It is tonight. That will just about do it. Bulldogs victorious 6-1.
There you go. Highlight game for Courtney Ben. A big thanks again to our crew all weekend long. It's tough when you throw one wrench into the mix, and that would be me calling all these games. So thanks to everyone here at the Arrington, especially Josiah Durrell. Our rest of our crew tonight, Josh Mitchell, Tate Wise, Remy Gilniak, Dakota Clift, my broadcast partner for tonight, Jack Whitehead. Appreciate you jumping on and helping out. It was another good night to be a Bulldog.
Heck of a night to be a Bulldog. Hopefully they can keep this momentum up and keep calling games.
You said it. That's going to do it for us here at the AIA. 2 sweeps for the NCAA squads. The Bulldogs moving on to the Slots Cup quarterfinal. That will be, or semifinal, move through the quarters. Game here next Saturday night. You've been listening and watching Adrian College Hockey on the Adrian College Sports Network.